Donald Trump's smart move might earn him the forgiveness of the black people in America. In the wake of George Floyd's nationwide protests over police brutality and racial injustice, history was made in America 2 days ago when General Charles Q. Brown Jr. became the first black man to be made the 22nd Chief of Staff of the Air Force. The history was made when General Brown won the historic 98th vote, which was presided by the Vice President Mike Pence. Currently, Brown is a commander of the Pacific Air Forces and will be taking over from General Dave Goldfein. The confirmation came after he was nominated by President Donald Trump about an hour before the confirmation was made. Trump took to his Twitter page to say that Brown's confirmation marked a historic day in America. He affirmed that Brown is a patriot and great leader, and that he is excited to work with him. This is coming after America has been caught in a civil unrest and violence which have been triggered by the death of George Floyd, the black man that was killed by the white police officer in Minneapolis weeks ago. The death of George Floyd had cast doubt in the minds of the black community and had made the blacks lose faith in President Trump. It got worse when, days after the protest had begun, Donald Trump referred to the protesters as thugs and said that when looting starts, shooting will start. Many blacks were disappointed with the statement and felt that it was a way of triggering cultural and racial wars, and it was a bad omen for America. Many people felt that this will stand against Trump in the next elections and that the blacks might never forgive him for that. But the confirmation of General Brown seems like the perfect strategy from President Donald Trump to earn the forgiveness of the black community in America and restore their faith in him. In his statement, General Brown said that he has considered how the Air Force can make improvements so that all airmen can serve in an environment where everyone can reach their full potential. Perhaps the confirmation will go a long way to fix long centuries of racism in America and fix decades of discriminations. General Brown confirmed that in his experiences in the Air Force, it was not always about equality and liberty. This is a difficult time in America, and Trump has displayed huge wisdom and knowledge to lead this country at this time. It is a smart way of participating in and listening to the conversation on racism, diversity, and inclusion. It is a way of giving the African Americans a sense of belonging. General Brown also said that he is thinking about how full he is with emotion, not just for George Floyd, but also for the many African Americans who have suffered the same fate like George Floyd. The senior Pentagon leadership has often been criticized for being about too white, and it was generally acknowledged in the video that addressed the killings of George Floyd. This is a time when even the US military is focused on a great power competition, and bestowing such huge feats on a black man is quite laudable. The death of George Floyd has come as a big slap on President Trump administration, but this confirmation of a black man as the chief of staff of Air Force is really a smart move, and it will hopefully earn him the forgiveness of the black people in America. What are your thoughts concerning this? Thank you for listening to this news. What else? What else, my viewers? You see, I I kept saying this, that Donald Trump, it's not the the kind of people, the kind of person that American take him to be. It's not an heartless person. It's not a greedy and selfish person. Donald Trump is not, any action that he takes, there is always a reason for taking that action. You go and make your findings. Donald Trump is not brutal as you think or wish he is. See, the death of Floyd happened as a result of the error committed by the American police. But then Donald Trump never gave anyone instruction to kill or murder anyone. This happens even in Nigeria. Police officers are always very, very they are always, they are too forward. They don't take they don't take they don't take carry out findings before taking any action. They carry out uh, actions that that are not that are not investigated, properly investigated. So that's why so many people end up getting offended by them. So this the anger of Americans should go to the American police and not Donald Trump. I know why everybody is casting their minds and worry on Donald Trump, because yes, he's a police and he's the chief executive officer of America. Yes, but then everything should not be on him. You understand? So you can see now, see what he has just done. That's to let you know that he's not biased. He looked at this General Brown as, yeah, as a black that deserves this title. It's not a question of the Donald Trump is becoming smart. No, he's not trying to be smart, or he's not trying to beg for forgiveness from the blacks. Understand? This man actually deserves it. That's why I give it to him. If the white deserves it, he will still give it to the white. So this is what he feels that's supposed to be done. This is what, if this is the person that he feels that deserves the title and and praise. That is why he gave it to him. So there should be no too many stories concerning what Donald Trump is, or whatnot, So my viewers, I don't want us to start saying too many things about Donald Trump or castigating him. It's not the type. Okay, it's not the type. It's not the type. Let's make our findings and try to be straight. in all that we say or do. So please, what's your take on this? Please don't forget to leave them behind. Click on the subscription buttons as well as bell button to receive more updates. Thank you.